Hey everyone, Ryan here with Transfer Protocol. Thank you guys so much for the love and appreciation that you guys have been showing on this channel. If you're on this channel for the first time, I hope this video will bless you. Please like and subscribe. We're here. We try to uplift the body of believers, and I believe that the Lord is coming with a very important message as we go into March, as we march into March with boldness, as we march into March with gladness. You're watching this video right now, chances are the Lord has placed something on your heart that you're supposed to execute, an assignment that you're supposed to do here in this earthly realm. And there's really two things that stop most people from acting on and executing on what God has planned for you, for your life. And those two things usually are fear and money. And those two things block most people from attaining what promises the Lord truly has for them. So the Lord is trying to remind us to leave our negative thinking behind, that we have to truly trust the Lord in every situation. And right now you're probably going through some type of circumstances that's exposing one or both of those situations. It's really exposing, do you really trust the Lord? Do you really believe what the Lord said he's going to do? Do you believe that he's able and capable of doing the things that he said he's going to do? And as we're getting ready to enter into our promised land and our promised season that God has for us, a lot of the things that we're going through in our life are revealing where our heart stands, where our heart is aligned with the things of God. So I know for myself, one of the things that I've struggled with more than anything is fear, is letting myself get wound up in what other people are going to think or perceive. Even when God has called you to do something or giving you a command to do something, you're still thinking about, how other people are going to perceive you, what type of tension this may cause between you and a family member or a loved one or someone you care about. And really, God is just asking us, do we love these things more than him? Do we love these people, circumstances, situations more than what he's telling us to do? And just this morning, I was having a text conversation with one of our coaching clients here, and we were just talking about the importance of following through on what God has spoken to you and how vitally important it is. On today, the Holy Spirit advised him or told him to wear a suit today. And as he followed in obedience to the instructions of the Holy Spirit, he was interviewed and he was on the news today. Now, I'm sure, the Lord has given us all specific instructions. The Holy Spirit has whispered things in our ears for us to do. And a lot of times, if we're too overcome by fear, we're too overcome by the things that are going on in our lives, we don't even have the time or the sensitivity to hear what the Holy Spirit is saying to us and telling us. And we may miss out on opportunities that God has for us because we're not in obedience to his word. And one situation I was telling him, I was responding to him, is I heard this female minister explain how some people got saved in her church, a family got saved in her church because the Holy Spirit told her to wear leggings to church this day when she was going to wear a dress. And by her wearing these leggings, as she began to minister, the Holy Spirit told her to do a cartwheel on stage. And the man who needed to get salvation, who needed to hear the word from the Lord, his heart was hardened. He said the only way that he was going to come to Christ, the only way he was going to believe that God was real, is that God showed him a sign by allowing the pastor or whoever was going to be ministering to do a cartwheel that day. And her following the instructions, no matter how crazy it sounded, her having a fearlessness and a boldness to act on the things of God, this man and his whole family ended up getting saved. So I just ask you today, how many opportunities are we missing out on? How many other families are not being blessed? How many other families are not being healed, being set free, delivered, and walking in the things of God because we're too afraid to do the assignment that God has called us to do, because we're letting fear and money stop us. So I just want to encourage you. God is bigger than all of those things combined. Again, let us march into March with boldness. Let us march into March with gladness. The Lord is going to continue to teach us and show us how great his love is for us as we continue to draw close to him. So I'm just want to encourage you, if you're suffering or you're battling with these two things, the closer you get to the Lord, the less important you realize those two things are in your life. You'll see how big God is. Your fear starts to get smaller. The importance of money starts to diminish, because you know that God owns everything. He owns and controls everything. He can literally send for someone to deposit, funds in your account. He could send someone to interact with you. Again, I've shared my testimony of how I ran into a billionaire and gave me $15,000 in a single day. So again, God is no respecter of person. God is so awesome. He's truly a life changer. And I just want you guys to be encouraged. Again, share this video with someone who needs an extra dose of faith. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Let's march into March with boldness, gladness in our heart. The Lord is going to show up, but we have to allow him to have the capacity to operate fully in our lives by getting rid of fear and getting rid of those negative things that are holding us down. So God bless you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.